Have accumulated all these sample sets over time, tucked away everywhere, and this month I've decided to get down to sampling all these sets to finally talk about them in the channel. It is gifting season after all. These sets would make for good perfume gifts for the coming holidays. Plus, this might help you put together your own perfume wish list. But before anything else, hello everyone! I have missed talking to you all. Welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time here, welcome. My name is Jane and this channel is all about fragrances. And for returning viewers and subscribers, thank you so much for sticking around and I appreciate you for dropping by once again. I've done a couple of videos reviewing sample sets before. I will link the playlist down below in the description for you guys who are interested to catch them. I have everything from Clinique to Fragrance du Bois. My very last one was on Bond number 9 and I covered 20 fragrances in that video. I will start this sampling series with this 5-piece sample from Nishane called the X collection. The collection was released to celebrate the brand's 10th year anniversary, intended for fans of Nishane to quote-unquote experience the timeless classics reborn with innovative twist, embodying the rich heritage and visionary future. That's me quoting the brand's website. So happy they came out with a sample set because their full bottles are oh so pricey. So thank you, Nishane. This sample set contains recreated versions of 5 best-selling Nishane perfumes: Hacivat, Annie, Fan Your Flames, 100 Silent Ways, and Wulong Cha. I personally own full bottles of Annie and Wulong Cha. I will link my dedicated review up here and down below in the description. And because of this, I was able to compare them side by side. I am also very fortunate to have samples of Hacivat and 100 Silent Ways with me here, so we will be able to compare the X versions with this original formula. Fan Your Flames X will have to fly solo because I've never smelled it before. Enough of this intro, and let's get to sampling. Starting strong with the best-selling Annie. And this is Annie X. Annie X is a no-brainer to be included in this collection. In fact, I think this is the perfume that launched Nishane to worldwide popularity. Annie was loved by so many fragrance enthusiasts. Big and small fragrance influencers own a bottle and has raved about this perfume over and over again that it has piqued everyone's curiosity at one point. A big plus is its unisex character. Although if you ask me, the original Annie is more masculine. That though has not deterred me from buying myself a full bottle and wearing it time and time again. So, how do I like Annie X? This is a love. It's the feminine alter ego of the original Nishane Annie. Gone is the smoky, rubbery nuance that I did not care for much. Gone is the dominant male spicy first 10 minutes of the fragrance. I patiently wait for this part of the fragrance to pass because all I want is the dry down, to be honest. Annie X on a woman's skin is heaven. So if I were to pick, definitely picking Annie X over Annie if you are a woman. Stick to the original if you are a man. Annie X is smoother and silkier and rounder, although more linear. OG Annie has rough edges that would suit a man's taste more, I guess. If you love the longevity and performance of Annie, Annie X retained these aspects. And my 2 tiny sprays projected enough to get me compliments. Annie X is definitely still a beast, so much like original Annie. Cecil Zarokian, Annie's perfumer, has created a masterpiece that is Annie and tweaked it to perfection in my honest opinion by creating Annie X. If you have Annie in your wishlist a long time, get Annie X instead. It's a must-have. Hacivat is simply put a smokier, woodier version of Creed Aventus. Reason why I never introduced my husband to Hacivat. He owns and loves Aventus. Alas, Hacivat X came and I had to let him try both for this video, so He, as expected, loved Hacivat X unfortunately came in a defective bottle that would not spray, so his sampling experience was limited by dabs of whatever juice we can get out without breaking this vial. Hacivat, he says, is so much better performance-wise than Aventus, and he loves how much more smoky and woodier it is. Pineapple is definitely there, he says. Hacivat X is similar but much smoother and rounder, less rugged in a sense. When asked to pick, he picks original Hacivat for a full bottle because he owns Aventus. Hacivat X felt redundant to own. Hacivat, on the other hand, offers a more manly, unique dimension to the Creed Aventus DNA that he appreciates a lot. He, however, does not think that owning Aventus and Hacivat is redundant. Aventus is more daytime and fresher and fruitier, according to him, while Hacivat is more late afternoon, cooler weather, and nighttime perfume wear. I now have a gift idea for him. Me, myself, and I would never wear Hacivat or Hacivat X or Aventus for that matter. These are way too manly for me. Hacivat was created by George Lee. Hacivat X was created by Juliette Raskinay. Fan Your Flames X is the only one in this set that is new to me. I do not own the original or a sample of it, so this is my first experience with Fan Your Flames. This is a feminine perfume to me. Could be unisex, but it is rather smooth and silky and round to be a masculine perfume, and has this womanly powdery undertone that's reminiscent of cosmetics. This is also sweet in a feminine sort of way, and the booze and tobacco edge as well as the coconut is more of an undertone rather than a strong presence, such that the composition leans feminine. This to me is a cooler weather, colder season, rainy day type of perfume, more for nighttime setting in tropical weather. This is very wearable to me in this weather, though I do not think I can spray a lot. I'm not a fan of this, to be honest. I think this lacks a wow factor that would make me fork out $245 for a 50 ml bottle. The nose behind this fragrance is Miroslav Petkov. 100 Silent Ways is a familiar DNA because it closely resembles an all-time bestseller Black Opium by YSL. If you love Black Opium, 100 Silent Ways is an elevated, niche, expensive counterpart, and let me say that this is well worth the moolah. The marriage of the vanilla and the white florals here is perfection. I do not own 100 Silent Ways because this isn't my style of fragrance. I own this sample for reference only. So you'd have guessed that 100 Silent Ways X isn't for me either, and to be perfectly honest, this is the worst version of the two. I do not understand why they had to destroy a beautiful fragrance with leather. It doesn't work. Save your money, skip this one. The leather note is taking over the once great relationship between the vanilla and the white florals in 100 Silent Ways. It's like a third party out to destroy something so beautiful. It is an annoying presence. I'm sorry for the reference, but I can't think of a better analogy. Stick to the original 100 Silent Ways. Trust me, y'all. This was created by Anne Filippo. Last but certainly not the least, and I did save this for last because I love this perfume, Wulong Cha. Original Wulong Cha is unisex, masculine, herbally citrus in the opening, but the dry down is the best smelling. Tea, cum white floral, cum fig, cum herbally, almost minty fresh scent, but with a hint of sweetness. I love how this stays heavenly smelling on skin even after hours and hours of sweating under PPE. The dry down resembles Eau de Magnolia by Frederic Malle if you're familiar with that perfume. So, how do I like the new Wulong Cha X? This is a love. In Wulong Cha X, they've made the opening more feminine, adding hints of sweet floral nuances versus the original Wulong Cha. The dry down though, you couldn't tell these two apart. These are identical in the dry down, so I wouldn't pick one over the other. The opening is just a matter of preference. And seeing as there's a big price difference between the two iterations, I'd say pick the original Wulong Cha. The experience is the same. This discovery set retails for $40 in the Nishane website. I got mine from soavantgarde.com for the same price after discount, but this was originally $50 in the Soavantgarde website. The 50 ml full bottle of the X collection retails for $245 except for Hacivat X, which is a little bit pricier at $260. The 100 ml bottle retails for $360, Hacivat X at $370. To me, and that is considering the price of the full bottle. This set is well worth the price. I am very happy that they came out with a discovery set because then anyone can sample first and make informed decisions. Do not blind buy any Nishane perfume, no matter how much great the reviews are, and even if they are best sellers. It is best to sample first. There is no local official retailer of Nishane yet in the Philippines, so the only way to get legit bottles is through direct website purchase or pasa buys. From this set, my favorites remain to be Wulong Cha and Nishane X. I actually wore these two separately and layered together. My husband is very much impressed by Hacivat, the original more than the X version, which we still couldn't spray. I find that generally the X versions were smoother, rounder, more feminine iterations of the original, but not exactly better. Like 100 Silent Ways, the leather was not needed there in my honest opinion, so I do not know what they were thinking adding leather to an already beautiful composition. The OGs will likely remain to be bestsellers, and from the X collection, I think Annie at best, unless Nishane will drop the price. So that is it for today, you guys. Another sample set will be coming your way very soon, so please watch out for the next one. Thank you all for making it this far, and in view of the very tumultuous situation in Israel and the Middle East at the moment, I urge you all to say a little prayer for the victims of both sides, whichever side you take. And before you leave this video, please don't forget to drop me a comment down below. Make sure to give me a big thumbs up, share this video to anyone who might be interested, and please subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, and click the notification bell so you are first to know when a new video is up. Take care, y'all. Smell your absolute best, and see you in the next one. Bye!